Hi babes, welcome back to my channel. So today I created this look, and obviously with the red and everything, I'm trying to give you guys Valentine's Day vibes. And so I really wanted a full glam, a very sultry looking glam, and this is what I created. So if you want to learn how to achieve it so you can dig down this Valentine's Day, keep watching. Alright guys, so I'm using the Makeup Shack T68 brush and the Kylie Cosmetics bronze palette, and I'm going in with the shade Citron, which is this one right here. And if I pronounce that wrong, y'all already know I be pronouncing half the shit I say wrong, so don't hold it against me. And I'm just gonna take that, and oops, my lid creased a little bit, so let me blend it out and take that and lay it, I don't know what I was doing, I was already trying to blend, on my lid by packing some of the shade on first and then blending it out. I'm gonna go in with the shade next to it now, and that is Tyree, which is this one right here. And I'm using the Makeup Shack T11 brush. So as always, I'm gonna pack that on like this, you know, just pack, pack, pack. And as always, I'm blowing it out. And I don't know, I really like, there's days when I like rounding the eyeshadow, and then there's days when I like blowing it out. Lately, I've liked to blow it out only. I mean, except for in that previous video that I uploaded, which is the video before this that I uploaded. That one I did it more round, but I typically like to blow things out. So the next shade I'm using is this one down here, which is Hematite. Y'all, I sound hella stupid when I'm reading these, but what can I say? It's like, how am I supposed to know how to pronounce a word when I've only seen it that one time when I'm looking at it? Like, please don't come at me, because I don't know, I've never even heard anyone say that word. So I'm using the same brush, which is the Makeup Shack T11, discount code Erika. And I'm just gonna pack that shade on the outer edge of my eyelid, and I'm not really gonna actually bring it in. So like this, if you guys are paying attention. If you're not paying attention, what you doing, homegirl? Texting your man, tell your man that you're busy right now. Tell him you will talk to him later. Be like, bye bitch. Maybe don't tell him the BITCH part, but something along those lines. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. I can't take myself seriously sometimes. So now I'm gonna be going in with this shade Bronze It, which is this shade right here. And I'm using the Makeup Shack T83 brush, which is a new brush. So y'all can go use my discount code and buy the new brushes. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna pat that on the outer edge and not take it all the way to the front. Sorry, I was like losing my breath. And blending that out. But you don't wanna make like huge circular motions when you come to the front, because then you can just like accidentally take it forward. So make sure that you are doing smaller strokes or smaller like circular motions. You feel me? Because if you don't feel me, I can't help you out, sis. I was about to dip in there, but no. I'm taking the brush that I used previously to this, which is the Makeup Shack T11, and I'm just gonna blend that out, just so that it can create like a softer dimension, or diffuse it, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. So I'm gonna be going in with the Araceli Ojos Perfectos liquid eyeliner, which is my favorite liner if you don't already know it, which you should, because I be using this in almost every look that I create. I typically don't like felt tips, but this felt tip actually stays straight. And by that, I mean like not straight, thin. By that, I mean like when I do this, like the edge, do you see how, ignore this because that was like a whack ass, like that was a whack ass demonstration. But you guys see how the end is actually like fine and like it's very fine and thin. That is what I like about it. I just spent, and most felt tips don't do that, at least not for me, and I don't like them, but this one I have fallen in love with. So basically I'm gonna be doing this, and if you guys notice, it's actually not like perfect over here at the top. It's a little smudged, I guess is the word I'm trying to look for. And the reason why is because on top of it I went on with eyeshadow, I mean. So you guys will see how I do that, but for right now I'm basically just gonna create a wing. So let's do that. See how like fine and thin that is? And that's what I like. All right, so now that that's done, I don't know if you guys noticed, I did that very thin. I never do thin wings, but because I'm going on top with eyeshadow, I wanted to keep it thin so that I can actually have room to play with my shadow. So I'm basically just going in with the black from that palette, which is right here. And I mean, I don't know why I showed you guys that, because I know you guys, I know you know what black is. If you don't know what the color black is, then maybe you're colorblind. But I'm gonna take the Makeup Shop 258 brush, and half of the shadow I'm pressing on to the liner, like where the actual black liner is, and half on top. I'm gonna mess this up if I don't get closer to the mirror, I mean. And nice. I'm just gonna take a makeup wipe, wrap it on my fingernail, and clean up the edges. So for lashes, I'm using my Shop Bella lashes in the style Flirty Girl, and this is what they look like. So I definitely believe that you guys should really at least take a look at their lashes. They're honestly so freaking bomb. And there's many styles, and what I like about them personally, and this is why I fell in love with their lashes, it's because they're all very wispy. At least all the styles that I have are wispy, and I like a very wispy lash. And by wispy I mean like where it kind of flares out at the end, like all the little hairs like separate versus like staying flat. I love that. So yeah, I really like those lashes. If you haven't tried them out, at least look at them and buy some. But if you don't, I actually have a discount code. I don't remember what it is. I think it's muaerika 18, but it is linked down below, so you can click the link and it'll take you to their website. And yeah, but let me put this on and we'll be right back. So I'm gonna just take my lash with my Makeup Shop tweezers, oh shoot, and press that on. Like that. I was struggling because this specific lash style has very long like hairs, like they're really long. So when I was like going in, I was afraid to poke my eye. But yeah, now all I'm doing is just tugging on the lash and making sure it's on. See how like I'm tugging on it and it won't come off? That means it's on. I'm gonna take some of this Beauty Bakery oil and prep my skin. Sorry guys, I like lost my train of thought. And just apply that everywhere. Next, I'm using the Sephora Hydrate Mattifying Moisturizer. And this one does have SPF, so it's kind of one of the reasons I really like it, because some moisturizers do not have that, and this one does, so love that. Next, I'm using the Mario, I was about to try to say it, the Mario Bada something moisturizer as well, just to keep my skin very dewy and hydrated, because I love I love a glowy finish. I'm using the Professional Primer from Benefit today. my god, I put so much on. So I'm gonna use the Professional Primer. I never pick up this much. It was an accident. So don't be like, damn girl, am I not using enough? Because maybe you aren't. I'm just, like I said, I just put too much on my fingers. Today I'm using the Frankie Rose Matte Perfection Foundation. And the only thing is that this is in the shade Bare, which does match my skin, but it matches my face a little too much. And by that I mean, you guys already know I always say foundation should match your entire body. So because it's more close to my actual face, I feel like it's too light for me because my body is darker than my face. So I'm gonna use some of that, and I'm also taking some of my NARS foundation because I have yet to go buy another one of these, and I'm just gonna get the next shade. This is Bare and it's 102, so I'm gonna get 103 and mix those two. And so since that's the only foundation I have from Frankie Rose, I'm just gonna mix a little bit of my NARS, and by a little bit I mean a little bit because I want it to be more of this one than that one. So I'm using the Makeup Shack beauty sponge. I'm just gonna take that and bounce it on my face. So next I'm gonna be using the Frankie Rose concealer and my Too Faced concealer, only because I really like this shade is in the shade Angelic, the Frankie Rose. I really like it, but I like this one to highlight because Angelic is not actually like my shade. But you guys see how bright that is? I really like that. You guys already know I like to brighten my eyes. I don't do it all the time, but I do like to brighten them up. So that is why I'm using that shade, and then I'm using my Too Faced. I'm using my Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Natural Beige, which if you guys can see, this looks like my skin. This one's like a shade lighter than my skin, which is still too light. I mean, too dark. So that's what I'm mixing on. But when I went to Sephora, the girl like gave me this one, and she was like, "Oh, we don't have like another one close to you," and all that. She was like, "But this one's perfect," and I was like, "Okay, like let me just try it out." It did not work out. But I'm using the same beauty sponge, and I'm just gonna press that in. So you guys see how like bright that is? Love that. And then whenever I come to the forehead right here, I just bounce the tip, because you know we like the tip. Oh my god, I hate myself. My boyfriend watches this and be like, "Why did you say that?" But why am I gonna lie to you guys? I'm just kidding. Jesus Christ, I want to laugh so hard, and I'm just gonna hold it in. So I'm gonna do a little bit of contouring today because last time I wanted to contour and I didn't. And I'm gonna use the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this is in the shade Toffee. Let me blend that out a little more. So I'm just gonna take that and add some of it over here. So like this. And I'm just gonna add a little bit down here. I'm gonna use the Makeup Shack T42 brush and blend this out. Just like this. Y'all see me? And I want that line to be straight, so I'm not gonna blend that out. And I'm gonna take that on my forehead. And I waited last to blend that out, only because I wanted to use whatever I had on my brush. Like, you know, I was always, I mean, you guys know how I always tell you that there's product left over on your brush. Well, I just wanted to use the leftover product. And yeah, that's basically what I did. I'm gonna use the Makeup Shop 244 and blend this out. And with whatever's left over on my brush, I'm just cleaning up the tip. Oh my God, I can't deal with myself. You guys can see it's like very, very thin right there. I'll brighten that up right now with a little bit of concealer. Okay, my life was almost over for a minute because I could not find it. But it is the Makeup Shop T65. And I'm gonna... Sorry guys, I know I stopped talking, but I'm just gonna take it down my nose. I'm taking my RCMA No Color Powder. And I'm gonna bounce that all over my face. And by bounce, I mean press. Rude. So you guys see, I'm like really pressing that in. Just like that. So I'm just adding a little bit of RCMA. I need more because I ran out. Down here so that the contour stands out a little more. But I'm not doing too much. I'm not gonna let it sit for a long time because I don't like to bake. And I'm not baking, I'm just trying to create this line right here. And if I let it sit for a bit, it'll do what I need. So look at how my hand is right now. I always use a wipe. The wipe that I used when I clean up my under eyes, I keep so that later I can clean my hand off like this. And usually whenever I use a beauty blender, I will also use it again by cleaning off my entire hands, because you guys see? I always get makeup everywhere. And obviously it's a beauty sponge, so it's obviously gonna get all over your hand. So I'm gonna take the Makeup Shack T7 brush and just dust off that little powder I had set. And now you guys see how that's like more defined. That's what I was going for. So now I'm gonna take, I'm gonna use the Benefit Hoola bronzer and the Morphe R5 brush and really pick up some of my powder. It's like already at the pan, but you know, we can still pick some up. And just go in on that. And like I said, this is a Benefit Hoola bronzer and a Morphe R5 brush. So today's look was supposed to be more on the full glam and sultry side. You know, we want to be a little seductive with the tip. I'll stop. I promise, guys. I'm gonna stop. I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, I'm just kidding. So I'm just adding that everywhere. Now I'm just gonna add some of my eyeshadow that I had already used down underneath. And I'm using the Makeup Shop T8, and I'm gonna use all the same shades that I used up here, down here. So I'm gonna use the ColourPop Volumizing Mascara and apply that on both top and bottom lashes. You guys can use my discount code muaerika18. And I always use the tip of my mascara when it comes to my top lashes because I don't want to get mascara onto my actual falsies. So I just use the tip and glide it on. I mean, I'm trying to give you Valentine's Day vibes, sis. So, I'm sorry, guys. So I'm gonna use the Dose of Colors Fuego highlight and the Makeup Shop T50 brush. Look how bomb that is. I'm gonna take the new Makeup Shack T85 brush, which is a it's a fan brush. Just take some of that right here. Gonna walk out looking like a snack, a little snack. I'm gonna use the Makeup Shack T8 brush if I can find it. I found it. So like I said, this is Makeup Shack T8. I'm just gonna take Fuego and put that on my inner corner. I'm gonna use the Morphe lip liner in the shade Love Bite and line out my lips. Now that that's done, like I always, I'm gonna clean up my edges, and I'm using the Too Faced concealer and the Makeup Shack T77, which is bomb for brows and cleaning up like this. Super flat and kind of like the MAC brush that I use, new fave. And I'm gonna clean up the edge. So now that that's done, I'm gonna use the MAC lipstick in the shade Easy Babe. But don't be easy, babe. Not on Via Day. I'm sorry, guys. I'm like the worst right now. Keep it PG, but I can't. And I'm gonna take my Dose of Colors Sand lipstick. And I'm taking the Dose of Colors gloss in the shade Can You Not. And I'm gonna take my MAC Fix Plus, and just set my entire face. All right, babes, so that basically concludes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you can recreate it this Valentine's Day. And I hope your man dicks you down, because girl, you're gonna walk out looking so fine, because I believe in you and I know you can do this. I know you can recreate it. I'm sorry, guys, I could not see that with a straight face because I said dig down. I'm sorry. But yeah, if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is muaerika18 or Makeup by Erika Rod. Yes, I have 2 accounts. And don't forget to subscribe if you have not already. I'm like over here starting because I want to laugh so hard. Turn on your post notifications and comment your thoughts. Let me know what you guys think or if it works. And yeah, I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye.